Your Wi-Fi isn't slow. It's busy deciding who's allowed to speak. Right now in your house, half a dozen devices are raising their hands. Your phone wants to refresh a feed. Your laptop wants a file. Your TV wants the next frame. Your doorbell wants to whisper a notification. None of them can talk at the same time. Wi-Fi is not a highway. It's a dinner table. One person talks. Everyone else waits. And the rule that decides who speaks next is not fairness, it's probability. Every pause you feel, every stutter, every moment where the bar says full, but nothing moves, that's not distance, that's negotiation. Your router is running a tiny, relentless election, thousands of times per second. No speeches, no promises, just math. And some devices are better at winning than others. The uncomfortable part? You agreed to this. Every device did, because letting everyone talk at once would sound like silence. Tonight, we're going to watch Wi-Fi make its choices, who it favors, who it punishes, and why sometimes the quietest device is the one controlling the room. Before Wi-Fi became invisible, it was polite. The first versions were built for offices. A few laptops, one printer, maybe a projector that only woke up during meetings. Everyone spoke occasionally. No one shouted for attention every millisecond. The problem engineers were trying to solve wasn't speed, it was chaos. Radio waves don't line up neatly. They don't take turns by default. If two devices transmit at the same time, the messages smash into each other. Both are ruined. Nobody wins. So Wi-Fi borrowed an idea that sounds friendly, but behaves strangely. Before a device talks, it listens. If the air is quiet, it waits a tiny random amount of time. Then it speaks. If someone else speaks first, it stops, rolls the dice again, waits longer this time. This is called collision avoidance, which is a polite way of saying everyone is constantly flinching. And it worked, for a while. Then the internet changed shape. Streaming video replaced files. Video calls replaced emails. Notifications replaced silence. A modern home doesn't have 5 devices. It has 30. Phones, tablets, TVs, consoles, light bulbs with opinions. None of them know what the others are doing. They don't coordinate. They don't share schedules. They just listen, hesitate, and try again. The randomness is intentional. Without it, the loudest device would dominate forever. With it, everyone gets a chance, in theory, but probability has side effects. A device that talks more often gets more practice at winning. A device with a stronger signal hears silence sooner. A device closer to the router has better timing. Nothing here is malicious. Nothing is broken. Yet the outcome feels personal. Your laptop stalls while your TV streams flawlessly. Your game lags while a software update hums along. The bars look full. The connection exists, but access is rationed moment by moment. Wi-Fi doesn't know what's important. It only knows who waited, who hesitated, and who happened to roll the right number at the right microsecond. And this is where things start to feel less polite. Because once you understand that Wi-Fi is a conversation, you start noticing the interruptions. Your video call freezes, not because the internet disappeared, but because someone else cleared their throat first. Every device is playing the same game. Listen, wait, speak, back off, repeat. The conflict is time. Wi-Fi slices time into microscopic chances to talk, millionths of a second. Each one is a coin flip, layered on top of another coin flip. The more often a device wants to speak, the more often it enters the lottery. This creates a quiet imbalance. Streaming video sends a steady, predictable stream of packets. It's calm, consistent. Wi-Fi likes that. Interactive traffic, games, calls, remote desktops, arrives in bursts, urgent, impatient, late by even a few milliseconds, and humans notice. But Wi-Fi doesn't feel urgency. It only sees attempts. So the TV, patiently asking for the next chunk of video, keeps winning small victories, while your voice call waits and waits, and then suddenly sounds like you're speaking from underwater. Then there's distance. A device far from the router hears the world differently. It takes longer to detect silence. Its timing is slightly off, so it waits longer, more often. Not enough to disconnect, just enough to lose. And when two devices do speak at the same time, both messages are thrown away. No apology, no retry credit. They both go back to the line. But now the waiting time is doubled. This is exponential punishment. A polite system with a cruel memory. Add walls, add neighbors, add 10 other routers bleeding into the same air. Now you're not just competing with your own devices. You're sharing the table with strangers who don't know they're there. Everyone thinks Wi-Fi is slow, but what's really happening is congestion without coordination. No referee, no master schedule, just dozens of machines guessing when it's safe to speak. And occasionally they all guess wrong at once. Here's the moment Wi-Fi quietly admits defeat. When engineers realized this polite chaos couldn't scale, they didn't replace it. They layered over it. New standards promised order. Wi-Fi 4, Wi-Fi 5, Wi-Fi 6. Each one marketed as faster, smarter, cleaner. The turning point wasn't speed, it was triage. Modern Wi-Fi doesn't just let devices talk, it classifies them. Your voice packet gets labeled urgent. Your video stream gets labeled important but patient. Your software update gets told to calm down and wait. This is quality of service, which sounds fair, and mostly is. But the hidden mechanism is brutal. The router doesn't guarantee your call goes first. It just gives it more lottery tickets, more chances to speak, not certainty, probability again. Wi-Fi 6 goes further. It tries to schedule conversations, tiny slices of airtime assigned like reservations. You talk now, you talk next, you wait. But even this only works when everyone plays by the same rules. Older devices don't. Cheap devices can't. Some devices lie about how important they are. So the router negotiates, compromises, falls back to chaos when it has to. And here's the uncomfortable math. Every improvement makes the system more complex, more edge cases, more situations where fairness becomes a guess. A single misbehaving device can poison the air. A smart fridge spamming status updates. A camera shouting at full power. One bad actor doesn't slow itself down. It slows everyone else. Ironically, the better your Wi-Fi gets, the more invisible this becomes. Speeds climb, latency averages improve, but the spikes stay. Those half-second freezes, those unexplainable drops, those moments where everything looks connected, but nothing responds. That's Wi-Fi choosing stability over you, sacrificing immediacy to keep the room from collapsing into noise. And it raises a question engineers don't love answering. If wireless is always a negotiation, who should be allowed to win? What Wi-Fi is really doing is rationing attention. Not bandwidth, not speed, attention. Every device is assumed to be equal. Your phone, your laptop, your doorbell, your neighbor's router leaking through the wall. The protocol doesn't know what matters to you. It only knows what's loud, what's close, and what keeps trying. That's the trade we made when we cut the cord. Wires don't negotiate. They assign. Wireless has to improvise. And improvisation doesn't age well. As our homes fill with more smart things, the election gets noisier, not because any one device is greedy, but because the system rewards persistence, not importance. There's no concept of, this is my meeting, or this moment matters. Only retries, backoffs, probabilities nudged by physics, which is why the future of Wi-Fi doesn't look like more bars. It looks like more rules, more scheduling, more silent decisions made on your behalf. Routers already decide which packets deserve mercy, which ones can be delayed, which ones can be quietly dropped without you noticing. Most of the time, this works. You scroll, you stream, you forget the negotiation entirely, until you don't, until your words arrive late, until the game lags at the worst moment, until the call freezes mid-sentence. That's not a failure. That's Wi-Fi doing exactly what it was designed to do, sharing a single voice across a crowded room. So the next time your connection feels personal, remember this. Your Wi-Fi isn't ignoring you. It's listening to everyone. And every millisecond, it has to decide who gets to talk first. Done watching. If you like this video, hit subscribe for more cool stuff.